A new combo card. Storm of Memories from Avatar The Last Airbender Eternal, which is only legal in Legacy, Vintage, and Commander. Sorry, Modern Storm fans, this one is not for you. So for 2 red, 5 mana total, you have a sorcery with Storm, okay? And then you exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard with mana value 3 or less at random. Okay, and then until the end of the turn, you can play this card for free. Exile it if you do. Alright, so this is pretty interesting because it's similar to something like Past in Flames or Will of the Jeskai, Gaea's Will. Okay, because you can play cards from your graveyard. It has Storm, which means that it's uncounterable by traditional measures like a Force of Will. That said, it's still countered by Flusterstorm, Stifle, and Consign to Memory, which sees tons of play in Legacy. So one of the reasons that you would play, a Gaea's Will or Past in Flames effect is so you can build enough resources up to beat a Consign to Memory. This card doesn't do that, but what it does do is beat Force of Negation, Force of Will, etc., as I mentioned. This card's really interesting because you can play the cards for free, unlike Gaea's Will or Past in Flames, but it does have the mana value restriction of 3 or less. Most of the time, you do want to play spells that cost 3 or less, your Dark Rituals, Cabal Ritual, Rite of Flame, Ponders, stuff like that. So it makes a lot of sense that this card doesn't have the expensive drawback that it might seem like it does. I think the biggest thing is that it loses to Consign to Memory, and it says at random. So if you have a small graveyard, it's not that big of a deal because your storm count's probably going to be high enough to play whatever spells you want to play for free. But if you have a large graveyard full of preordains and stuff like that, there's a chance you miss a crucial card because this card does say at random, so there's some risk involved. I'm not sure that this card is actually that good, but people are excited about it. What do you think?